Hi, I'm Jonathan Mitchell with the award-winning Richmond Ford, and today I want to introduce you to the future of the legendary Ford Transit, the all-new 100% electric E-Transit. Now, this has been designed with no compromises in cargo carrying capacity, and fleet managers will welcome an expected 40% decrease in maintenance and downtime when compared to its ICE counterparts, and next-level connectivity for fleet management. Let's check out the all-new electric Ford E-Transit.
The E-Transit will be available in 3 configurations: cargo van, chassis cab, and cutaway. The cargo van will retain its 3 optional roof heights as well. But what you really want to know is the performance and capability. As I mentioned, there is no compromise in capability when choosing electric over gas. The maximum payload ratings are 3,380 pounds on the van, 4,390 pounds on the chassis cab, and 4,428 pounds on the cutaway. 266 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque are more than adequate to get your load moving, and with the lack of gears, your torque is instant. Interior cargo space is not compromised either, as the battery and motors live under the floor within the frame to give you the same load height and a maximum 487.3 cubic feet of storage in the high roof. Before I go into detail about range and charging, here is a chart of the different configurations, their range, max GVWR, and max payload. As you can see, the low roof cargo van offers the most range at 126 miles. This may not sound like much, but for in-town deliveries, job site visits, and loading-unloading downtime, there will be plenty of range for non-long travel drivers. The E-Transit comes with a Ford Mobile Power charging cord with a 120-volt wall outlet hookup and 240-volt/32-amp wall outlet hookup. On the 240-volt, 10 miles can be added per hour. Expect 0 to 100% in about 12 hours. The best use for this option is to charge overnight. A faster option will be the Ford Connected Charge Station that is a 240-volt 48-amp where 15 miles can be added per hour. You can expect 0 to 100% in 8 hours. The best uses for this is midday refilling or an overnight charge. But by far, your fastest option will be DC fast charging at 115 kilowatts. This will net you 15 to 80% in just 34 minutes. As part of the Blue Oval charging network, your nearest charge stations will be displayed on your Sync4 screen. You can also access this information on the FordPass app or set a charge plan through Ford Telematics. Once you know your route, and you can prepay for the fleet to charge. The charge port is located on the front of the Transit for easy access. Once you plug in the charger, the charge status indicator will flash blue to notify that you're charging. When you disconnect from a DC fast charger, you must hit the unlock button in the center of the ring. You can view your charge status on the Sync4 display inside. It'll show you a start and estimated end time. When estimating your range, the E-Transit will figure in key factors such as ambient temperatures, vehicle weight and payload, and the surrounding terrain and weather conditions, and even driver behavior. There's not much difference to the exterior of the E-Transit except for blue accents on the grille and on the rear door. And here, under the hood, you're not going to find a normal engine. No, this is actually the electric engine, which is pretty cool that you can take a look at that. And here in the back, you have 2 rear doors that'll open almost 360 degrees, and of course here on the side you have a large sliding door, and if you so choose, this can be electrified to open with just a click of a button.
Here in the back is your Pro Power Onboard, a 2.4 kilowatt power solution. For an example, a contractor on a job site could power both a miter saw and electric air compressor using these 2 120 volts 20 amp outlets. Also, when traveling between job sites, you can hook up those power electric tools that need charging, so you'll be ready when you get to the next job site. As you can see here in the back, you have plenty of room. There's no lack of storage as the battery pack is completely in the frame. You have just as much room in an E-Transit as you do in a gas-powered Transit. You also get your tie-down ports here, and this vehicle has been outfitted with some additional wall plates. However, you can upfit the Transit to your exact specifications, and we here at Richmond Ford have custom upfitting solutions if that's something that you're interested in.
The 12-inch Sync 4 touchscreen is your main hub for controlling your e-Transit, and it features wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also have maps located here, and to the left, audio, phone, and then on the side you have your settings, features, and apps. Going into the features menu, here is where you'll have your drive modes of normal, eco, and slippery. Eco mode will slow the Transit down and give you less acceleration to limit the use of the AC and conserve battery life. Slippery will change the acceleration and traction control, and all that for driving in less than favorable conditions. You have your access button right here. This will give you access to lock your charge port and change your charge port light. You also have the Pro Power onboard, which is that 2.4 kilowatt system we showed you. You can set a power reserve here, so when you're down to only, say, 35 miles of range or whatever you may set it to, it'll cut the power off so it will not be charging any devices that are plugged into it. You can set a departure and comfort time so it can be the right temperature when you get into the vehicle in the morning or afternoon. Here's where you'll have your charge settings. You can also adjust your departure and comfort and set charging locations, and it gives you your percentage of power. Also, here you have an owner's manual. This is a virtual owner's manual, so you can look through it and this will tell you everything that you need to know about your e-Transit. You can search by categories or visual search and set bookmarks to come back later. Over here in your settings tab is where you can add your phone and set up the vehicle. Also, here is where you will have system updates, which you can set to update overnight. So when you wake up, you'll have a new updated Transit just like you would for updating your phone. Down here on the bottom of the Sync 4 screen is where you have all of your climate control settings. Simply tap, and then there's a little bar that shows up where you can adjust your temperature from hot to cold. You can set it to auto, turn on your defrost, turn on your AC, and set the fan speed from 1 through 7. Now here in the front, there's not much difference than your normal Transit. There's a new rotary shift dial that was just introduced recently, and you have plenty of storage options from the doors, cup holders here on the side, and parcel ports up here in the front. You can also get parcel ports above your head if you so choose. This vehicle unfortunately is not outfitted with that option. But these are very comfortable seats. They're very nice and plush, and they will keep you comfortable for those long days on the road. Now here in the dash, you get an analog speedometer, and it shows you a gauge here with your battery power level, like a fuel gauge, and then over here on the left-hand side is showing you how much of the power you are actually using under acceleration. Then, of course, you've got your distance to empty here in the center. The e-Transit features an independent rear suspension, and this paired with its low center of gravity means this will be the best handling Transit ever. For safety, Copilot 360 technology helps improve driver awareness, and e-Transit includes the following features as standard: auto high beam headlights, the lane keeping aid, pre-collision assist with auto emergency braking, pedestrian detection and forward collision warning with dynamic brake support, and finally, post-collision braking. Available Ford Copilot 360 technology also includes blind spot assist 1.0 with cross traffic alert and trailer coverage, and intelligent adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, and speed sign recognition. You can also equip Ford Telematics, which is enabled by the built-in Wi-Fi connection. This can help improve uptime with live map GPS tracking, vehicle diagnostics, fleet dispatch and routing communications, and performance indicators.
As you can see, the e-Transit is the in-town work vehicle of the future. However, it is here today. If you would like to place an order for your own e-Transit or have any additional questions, please reach out to us at the link in the description. And as always, when you buy with us, you're going to get our 5-star customer service because we are driven by you. Please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and let us know what you think of the e-Transit down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.